Hello, welcome to the table. I am Nate Garland, your resident historian. Broke there for a second. Trying to think of how the best way to welcome you that's different. I feel like I always say the same thing. Maybe consistency is the key. Welcome. Hi, everybody.
Hi.
How we doing? You will notice we are down a player tonight. Shay is on vacation.
She died.
She gone.
We miss
But
her.
Marvin's not dead.
We're hoping that we're hoping that she's having a lovely time.
I don't know if I'm supposed to have it or not, but I do.
There it is. There it is.
This means she's still inevitable.
Still inevitable.
Wonderful. Before we jump in to tonight's session, I'm gonna jump it over to Sarah for
Fresh out of Falstaff.
thank you.
So guys,
Sarah.
so I've got some announcement for you. Fresh out of Falstaff. Keep an eye out on our socials this week because we have a few different shows on our Welcome to the Table stream channel. One of them being Let's Open Up the Scriptures, and that show changes week to week. So keep an eye out on our Instagram, Facebook, set your notifications, and we will be on Twitch live streaming throughout the week. And speaking of live streaming, we will be on this channel right here at Welcome to the Table stream for Virtual Vanguard at 7 this Thursday. So, I don't know what game they're going to be playing, but it's going to be awesome. So, if you want to watch the cast and crew join in for a little bit of fun in some healthy competition, that'll be this Thursday at 7. We also have a per episode meme contest. So, at the end of this episode, if you found some moments that you were like, that's memeable, you should make a meme about it and drop it in our Discord. And you can find the link to our Discord community chat on our Instagram. So,
Cash prize.
drop those memes.
I
No,
didn't promise that.
we didn't promise that.
Cash prize.
No.
Promised.
However,
Guaranteed cash
no,
prize.
stop it.
I guarantee it.
I'm Rushik right now. So,
She's wearing the hat.
I'm wearing a hat. So basically,
Funded by
how
Sarah.
it works, you do not get a cash prize. However,
But this week we will.
no, you do not get a cash prize.
Hey, it gets me.
However, if you win 3 times, you will get promoted from Skilf in the group chat to Rushik, which means that you could potentially be a judge of one of our very own Welcome to the Table meme contests things. Anyway, also, speaking of our Discord chat, which you should totally join right now, literally like do that thing where you like swipe up on your phone and then like go to a different app and like still have us in the corner. You can do that right now. If you want to join our Discord community chat, our prologues, as in, I don't know, some of the most important lore drops of the whole episode, will be on our Discord in a separate section all to itself. So if you are like me and Shay and people who like to keep track of all the lore stuff and try to read between the lines, even though we will never get it completely correct because Nate sends us on wild goose chases sometimes.
I make
Then
no
you
promise.
He's making it up as he goes along. They're just putting it together for him.
Yeah.
Who knows?
You know,
Who's to say?
sometimes
Who's to
work
say?
smarter.
But basically, if you want to catch those prologues and those lore drops, that will be on their own separate section on our community Discord by the end of this week.
Guess the ending of the show and you get a cash prize.
Selling prizes.
Nate will change it.
Well, to be fair, this is fresh out of Falstaff, so we can make promises we won't keep,
style.
right?
That loves to do.
And last but not least, we do post lore posts to our Instagram and Facebook, and those, believe it or not, actually don't always have to do with what is currently going on in the episodes, but they are very important to the plot of the campaign and to the lore of the world of Terraband. So if you would like to keep track of those, every detail counts, Nate says. So, like, comment,
Subscribe.
Ring that bell.
ring that bell.
Smash
Give
that
someone
like
a subscription because those lore posts, they might occupy some space in your brain for a little bit. It's quite a fun time to figure out what exactly those mean.
You're so welcome.
So, anyway, that's it for Fresh Out of Falstaff. Back to you, Nate.
Thank you, Sarah. That was, well, it was informative. You did a good
Thank
job.
you. I do my best.
Awesome. So, I'm sorry, I'm like juggling a lot of stuff tonight, so apologies if things go awry. Before we begin, let's open up the records for review. After giving Franco the task of delivering Jesnif's, the ex-leader of the Buren Gang's ring, to the Lodgers family, in exchange for Aloysius' freedom, as to fulfill their promise to Lena, Eta Squad emerges from the tunnel system at the outskirts of Dekrivos, finding the previously abandoned tunnel access now in use for the Falstadt Army. They enter into administration to debrief from Operation Bargain's Bane, but are met with both Thomas Leopold and Dr. Victor Olin when entering Leopold's office. With tensions high, Olin interviewed each member separately before starting repairs on Petra's prosthetic leg. The banding. In Olin's lab, Petra met Oliver, who was now Olin's assistant. She was sent to find Rock, as the good doctor wanted to have a second conversation with the Russian. In the dim office, Olin asked Rock if he would be loyal to Falstadt, the true Falstadt. To prove his loyalty, Rock would need to take care of a burgeoning problem in the prison camp known as Melkir. The gospel of Unua was being spread, and Falstadt needed it suppressed. Oliver would be sent along, if only to break the boy's spirit and show him the true power of the Empire. Medic! A scream emanates from the nearest trench over. The call is heard, and a woman and a teenage boy too young to be at war race down the muddy trenches. The call for help emanates again from a desperate soldier. The two continue to run, tripping over the wounded and dead alike. Despite how far they run, it seems they never get closer. The boy falls and is picked up by Rock. The larger man throws him out of the way as an artillery strike lands behind them. The woman and the boy are thrown off their feet after what feels like an eternity. The two medics shake off the shell shock as fresh cries from the frantic soldiers cut through the pounding in their heads. Scrambling the last corner, they find Cricket, kneeling next to an unconscious Yannick. "Please, he's not going to make it!" the young soldier yells. Getting to work, they begin assessing the unconscious soldier. The open wounds are numerous. Too numerous even for Istalanian blood. So they focus on the worst. Time runs short as the young soldier's life spills out on the muddy trench. "Morvid, I can't stop the bleeding." The young boy chokes out as tears fill his eyes. The woman places a comforting hand on his shoulder. He wipes his eyes with his upper arm as his hands are soiled by mud and blood. Despite their efforts, the soldier's breath slows as he goes still. Cricket stares down at the lifeless body. Oliver shakes off the comforting hand from his shoulder and stands up as he gives a raw scream towards the sky. As the woman looks up, she sees herself looming over the top of the trench, rifle pointed at the boy. In an instant, a wall of air encompasses the two medics and the comatose Medvedev. He screams at the woman who threatened his life. "Your pride becomes your fall!" before turning back to his friend, his voice softening. "She never needed eyes at all. Come on. Wake up. We've got work to do." Morven. Hey. Wake up. It's me. Morven blinks to sleep from her eyes as the figure of Oliver Wembley comes into focus. "Shh. The others are asleep. Follow me." Puts his fingers to his lips. Slight smirk visible in the dark room. The snores of tired men drown out the noise, muffling the not-so-quiet whisper of surprise. He motions toward the door. 2 seconds, let me turn this down a little bit. He motions towards the door and slips through without risking the noise of the creak by opening it wider. A guard stands posted near the entrance. Is that too quiet, guys?
Kind of.
Yeah, for us anyway. I don't know what it is for the stream, but
Bring this down a little bit. I'll bring my volume up. My input up.
can't hear you, Shay. Speak louder.
That's the tough part. I couldn't test this because I didn't want you guys to hear. A guard stands posted at the entrance, barely older than Oliver himself. The boys nod to each other, camaraderie evident. Oliver whispers to Morbid as he leads her down the corridor. That's Timmons. Just finished basic. I patched up his arm after he got shot in a training exercise.
I'm glad to see you're all right. I was so worried. She cuts herself off. Embarrassment evident in the abrupt hesitation. You've been helping Olin.
I'm not sure helping is accurate. Observing mostly. Quizzes me on every patient, symptom. He smirks again. He's sometimes nicer than you about it. He doesn't let her speak. Here we are. The two stand outside the administration's kitchen. Midnight snack? I'm starving.
I would be hard pressed to believe you woke me up for a snack, Chip.
Well, no, but I'm up. And hungry now. 2 birds or something. He pulls a set of keys from his pocket and unlocks the door. I'm a growing boy. Let's go. He pushes the door open and turns on the light before entering the empty kitchens. They shouldn't have given me keys if they didn't want me in here.
Gently closing the door behind both of them, she glances around for listening ears, and with the coast clear, she whispers all the more quietly, "You've got a ticket home, you know."
He freezes in the now open pantry, mouth full of indistinguishable dried food stuff. What?
Friends of your grandfather's want you out of here. Eta Squad came back to Dekrivos for you.
The boy closes the doors of the cabinet and remains silent for a minute. I didn't ask you to do that.
She steps closer to him and pulls the box of crackers out of his hand. And I didn't ask to be responsible for you in the first place. Oliver, I thought you were as good as dead coming back here. The fact that you're still alive is... A pause as she looks down at the crackers. I met your parents. Your mother treated Rock in North Past. Neither of them knew who the other was.
The boy's cheeks visibly flush. Sorry, I was a burden, I guess. He turns and walks a few steps away. What are you talking about? North Past?
A lot happened after your uncle brought you back. Too much to explain right now. She takes a deep breath, followed by a heavy sigh. a burden after I was threatened to keep you safe. But you mean more to me than that now. I've been thinking, and I cannot help but feel like you are the second chance I never thought I would get. Or even one that I deserved. Look at me.
He visibly disarms and turns back. He goes silent for a moment and then looks at the ground.
Morvid kneels down in front of the boy to meet his line of sight. I'm sorry. This is a lot. Believe me, I know. She grasps his forearm. All you have to know is that I want what will give you the life that I have wasted. I am on your side.
His eyes meet hers. You sure? I was in the room when Rock was happy to take a mission to kill a believer in Unua. None of you are in the pit right now, so I assume you're all fine with it.
She shakes her head. If it weren't for you, I'd have killed Kislev that night. That was the first time in over 2 years I had chosen to defy orders. I came back here knowing that there was a good chance I could be arrested or executed for treason. Tell me we aren't prisoners already. And I'll tell you that I could defy orders again and refuse Olin. Sometimes we cannot refuse our circumstances. Sometimes lying just to make it to your next opportunity to make a decision is what keeps us alive, Oliver. Even if that means lying to yourself. Morvid stands up. Pride comes before the fall.
Oliver backs up slightly. I told Olin to his face this mission is wrong. I tell him a lot of things. I've done enough to get killed 6 times over, and they give me the keys to the kingdom. He throws the keyring across the kitchen and quickly closes the distance between himself and the doctor. Accusatory finger pointed at her face. You didn't see Rock's face, Morvid. He was hungry. He's gonna use all of your corpses as stepping stones on his way to the top. Screw this, I'm coming along. The boy's voice echoes in the kitchen. I'll shoot him myself if he tries to kill anyone. That goes for any of you. He pushes past the door, slamming the door open, and quickly walks down the corridor.
She follows him again, catching up quickly and grabbing his arm. She forces him to turn around, pulling him into a hug and squeezing him as tightly as she remembered it working to calm Griffin.
The tears can be felt on her shoulder. He was a little taller than he was a few weeks ago. I don't know what to do. The words are barely understandable through the quiet sobs. I'm not going home. Yet. I'm making my own choice. Let me make my own choice.
She does not let go of him. Okay.
Thanks for joining us for episode 5 of Inevitability. And we're back. April 21st, 6:17 AC. In the sterile light of Dr. Owen's office, Eta Squad waits at the ready as the good doctor details their next mission. The prison camp is run by a colleague of mine, Mila Petrov. She runs a tight ship, but rats are unpredictable. She knows of your arrival, but you will arrive as prisoners. The goal is to cut the message off at its head without making a martyr of the culprit. Find out who is spinning fairy tales. Silence them without notice. If you believe that he or she is easily persuaded, it may be beneficial to show them the light of Falstaff. Crush the hope of those around them, as they all realize they were mistaken all along. The doctor begins to pace the room. We can show mercy if mercy is due. He stops pacing and faces Petra. Faulkner,
Yes, sir.
you'll be joining this mission.
Yes, sir.
It will be a waste of too many resources reuniting you with Alpha Squad at this time. Understood?
Understood.
He walks to the tank of crimson fish as his tone changes. Reshik Medvedev. Have you ever heard of Joe Johnson?
No.
I expect not. You see, he's an Edivarian blues musician. Are you familiar with the genre?
To be honest, no.
Well, he's a bit of an Edivarian enigma. There's almost a mythology surrounding his person. He turns and faces Eta Squad again, leaning against the table that holds the fish tank. You see, he wanted to play the blues from a very young age. Tragically, had enough experience in his short life to understand the meaning of sorrow. The only issue is that he was a terrible musician. His hands would fumble over his instrument in vain. That was until he turns around and begins to open the metal drawer under the tabletop. Pulls out an unmarked canister. He disappeared for a year and a half's time. No one heard or had seen him at the dive bars where he would attempt to perform. He opens the canister and portions out flakes of food with a similar color to the fish in the tank. To everyone's surprise, one day, as if coming back from the dead, he waltzed into one of these old haunts, demands to perform, guitar in hand. Astonished, the owner grants him permission, and the music that drifts from his hands and voice is skilled to fill with sadness. Word spread, and he performed all over the country. He even pressed a record. People began to wonder how the boy became so skilled in such a small amount of time. Olin begins to sprinkle the food into the tank and watches as the larger fish swimming near the top eat the bulk, while leaving very little for those below. Some believe it was natural progression, as practice makes perfect. Others, well, they knew the blues was a favorite of the adversary. You see, Joe wrote a song about Crossroads. In it, he calls out to the Almighty, who doesn't answer. But someone does. Someone who can help him on his way. Someone who can tune up that guitar and give him all he ever wanted. something more tangible. He looks back to Eta Squad. Come here, Reshik. I'd like you to take a closer look. He gestures to the tank.
I go.
The interesting thing about the Crimson Jack is its temperament. He begins to roll up his right sleeve. They can sense a challenge to their order. If one of the lower ranks deigns to move to the top, the larger fish will tear it to shreds. They have wickedly sharp teeth. Olin moves his exposed arm above the tank. If they sense an ounce of fear, they will pounce. They've been known to consume the unlucky swimmer alive. He slowly dips his hand into the water. The largest fish in the tank begins to swim around his hand. They will concede their position if they know they are dominated. Roll up your sleeve, Reshik.
I roll up my sleeve.
Olin keeps his hand inside the tank. The water's iron. Bravery check.
Okay. That's not enough. 6.
Hand trembles as you put it into the water. The fish swims around both the men's hands before stopping by yours. And Olin grabs the fish itself and holds it.
Impressive. I say scared.
I believe both stories about Joe Johnson have a kernel of truth. He worked hard, and he had help. People are afraid to dance with the devil, as they see him as an adversary. Admittedly, could tear them limb from limb. But what if they're just more afraid of their own inhibitions? Takes his hand out of the tank. You are to report to Estrella Miller in the yard. She's preparing a transport for your incarceration.
Question, sir.
Yes, Vol.
What about my leg? They're gonna notice that, aren't they?
You're right. How are you with crutches?
I mean, I got used to them almost a year ago, so guess I could do it again.
Take them along. Oliver, watch after their leg.
I'm gonna stick my hand in the tank.
Give me bravery.
Not enough.
Seeing the fish dart at your brother's hand. Same shape. Going in. Do you put your hand in?
Yeah.
Olin's watching this whole time with this situation.
How big is the tank?
What's that?
How big is the tank?
It'd be about as wide as this table.
Okay.
So, for the camera.
It's
and
about 4 feet wide.
Yeah, and probably like it's sitting on the table, but probably 3 feet high off the table. So, so you put your hand in, you're holding it there. Olin just leans back against the table.
Can I roll to see if I can
catch
stop
the
him?
fish as it attacks
No.
me.
Give me an alacrity check. Test of alacrity.
Fail.
It just latches onto your hand, kind of pull it, stick it back out. There is you get it out just in time, but pointer finger is just like the skin is flayed off of it in that short amount of time. You will take, let's see, let's do a environmental hit. 5 IP loss.
Okay.
Oh no.
Oh.
I turned too many pages.
Oh no. Backfill.
Do some drawing.
Ow.
Yes.
Oh.
I'm gonna practice. I stick my other hand.
No!
Yeah, let me try again. Let me try again.
Thank you.
Okay.
Skill. Give me a hand. He pulls the drawer back open, and next to the fish food is a emergency gauze situation. He takes it out and wraps up your finger.
That's handy.
For those who fail the test.
While he's bandaging up Cricket, can I boil the tank water?
Oh my
Give me a
god.
test of instinct.
Subtly.
Without anybody knowing at all that it was
Without-
you.
You know. It's an 8.
Are you using a source of heat for this?
Just speeding up the molecules of the water.
Okay. All right. Okay. The fish begin to swim faster inside. He looks over.
Seth is smiling. Yannick is not smiling. Are we free to go? Come on, Cricket. We'll patch you up ourselves.
Okay.
And I'll let the water calm down.
I am brave.
We are leaving.
Yes.
You guys head out of Owen's office.
See you on the flip side, Doc.
I'll do my best. It'll get done, but these guys.
Break the spirit.
Okay. Yes, sir. Goodbye.
What do you say to you?
I push Yannick up against the wall. What are you thinking? Can you not just hold it together for 1 second?
I did hold it.
I understand that you don't like him.
Yesterday you told me I should have just popped his head.
If you were going to do this, if you were gonna make a scene every time that you see him, then yes, I'd rather you just do it already.
Let's just leave and do this stupid mission, okay? Before I actually kill someone.
Did I miss something?
Last time I checked, you aren't planning on sticking around very long. So don't mess up this for everybody else.
Yes, sir.
I'm doing you a solid. Do me a solid.
I walk away.
I walk up to Cricket. Did I miss something?
I got my finger bit by a fish.
No, not that. Like, what was that whole thing about between them?
I bet your Rock's just upset that he failed the test.
That would do it.
Yeah.
I start
to stick
walking and
my
I
hand
grab
in too.
Cricket
I
and
failed
pull
it
him away
too.
from her. And I'm like, I need your help
Oh, with what?
with everything.
Okay.
I need somebody on my side. It's all falling apart.
I thought we were all on your side.
It's all falling apart.
What's falling apart? Okay, jeez.
This is a high pressure moment.
You're squeezing me.
I know I'm squeezing it harder and harder. I'm not trying to.
I can't breathe.
This is a high pressure moment. Is Morbid with us?
Yes. Okay. Yes.
I ignore her.
I ignore her.
She's surprisingly very quiet.
Yeah.
So
She's got a tickle.
tickle.
She's got a tickle in her
Yeah.
throat. It's all falling apart.
Okay, we'll go there. We'll do the mission.
I need this.
I don't know.
I need this.
I don't know what to say.
You need this.
I need this.
You want to get in a mech, don't you?
Well, yeah. I mean,
Make sure. If this gets done, I will get you a mech.
a big one.
I think the biggest one. I think they're gonna put me in a position where I get that set.
Okay. Okay, I'll do what I can. You need to get a hold of yourself, man.
I feel red.
The cracks are showing.
Okay.
You okay? I slapped him on the face like a little left tap.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah. I go.
He's cool. He's cool.
He didn't look cool.
He's cool.
I'm fine! Everything is cool and fine.
Lies.
And this is going to happen, correct?
Yeah.
Road trip.
I actually like the crutches idea.
Why?
People don't want to look at a crippled person. So as
I
soon
think
as they
all they do is stare. You know that, right?
No. They'd stare at your
No,
leg.
they do.
They'd stare at your leg, but if they see you coming in on crutches, they just feel bad for you. They don't want to look at you. So they'll look away. Which means they're going to look away from all of us.
I don't know about that, but
What if we're all on crutches?
No,
I did get really good at card games. I did get really good at card games when they had to cut this sucker off.
I don't think, who knows?
A little
That
sleight of hand, you know?
We'll never know. It might come in handy. These things just have
Little
that.
look one way, look the other, you know.
I know Go Fish. That's,
We gotta teach you more card games.
I don't know. Go Fish is kind of fun. It's just like,
I mean, it didn't
Gotta
go
go
well for you today.
gotta
so
go fish again.
I don't think it went well for you today.
Gotta
so,
go fish
you know,
again.
that's-
Did you? It was a fish joke.
Yeah, no. I was also making a fish joke back to you by saying your first round of fishing didn't
Oh.
really go so well.
I missed that.
Yeah, it's okay.
Oliver's with you guys. He's actually he kind of comes close over to you. Kind of keeps his voice low as you guys are walking towards the yard. He's like, and he says to you, "You know, I've been doing stuff like that since I've been here. He hasn't done a thing."
He hasn't done a thing.
Nothing.
That's good. I was a little worried that it might have overdone it.
Unless he's like keeping a list. I'm not sure, but
It's true. I might have given him a headache yesterday. Or at least tried to. I don't know if it actually worked. He just kind of smiled evilly at me, like he does. So it might not have even worked. But
hey, you know what? Maybe we could have a mission if we or another mission like this if we do another week in the pit. You know?
I don't
Are
know.
you guys talking about the pit?
What?
I spent a night in there once. Hi,
What's your name again?
Petra Faulkner.
How many days did you spend in the?
Just one,
Why?
because my Reshik just likes to make me feel miserable.
So your Reshik put you in the pit.
Yeah. Played a prank and
You know the pit is here, right?
no, yeah, I know.
And
Oh no.
It's easier rationing.
I already put 2 people in the pit. I don't think it's something I'm interested in.
Who did you put in the pit?
Us.
Oh. So you guys are like the me of this.
Theirs was a little bit more deliberate,
Oh.
conspiratorial.
You know, the more I know about you guys, the less I want to know. But I'll keep asking questions anyway.
Of course.
You don't have to.
No, I really like asking questions.
I love answering them.
Yeah. For example, when should I remove my leg, Reshik?
Now.
I guess now?
Are we leaving now?
What
time of day is it?
Miller is waiting for us.
Oh, in the morning, yeah. Let's, I
I'll talk to her.
Wait, what happened the last time?
It was a stepping stone towards, something a little bit more, perhaps.
You and Miller?
Don't say it out loud. Shh. It's on the down low.
But like, Margaret Miller?
Yeah.
I mean, you do you. You're the one who's gonna get yourself killed.
She smacked me.
Yeah, no,
That's actually not a
kinda what she
bad
does.
sign. That's actually not a bad sign.
You hit me all the time, and you love me.
Well, it's different, but no, I think you might be cooking. That's a new one I heard. Cooking, as in like making something good.
Like you made a meal. I'm confused.
Yeah, like a good meal. So, like, if I was
Can't cook without a flame.
a brain-dead moron who thought that antagonizing the scariest man in the base was a good idea, I would say Yannick really cooked. If I thought that was a good idea, I would have said he cooked.
I mean, technically, I
Let
was
him
cooking
cook.
the fish.
Oh, that's what I missed.
He was cooking, yeah.
Oh, got it.
Although it didn't get hot enough for it to cause any actual damage to them.
That's not terrifying.
No,
I'm just saying, I think it'd be fine if you did something horrible.
I'm gonna do a
I
few
don't
push-ups
want him
before
to
we get
turn you
Miller.
inside out.
Why are you guys
Alive.
doing things exactly?
you're doing push-ups.
Yeah, I'm doing push-ups.
He's getting a pump.
trying to get a pump on.
I do it all the time before I come out of my room and talk to you guys. All right? It's
Is that why
totally
you're
normal.
always
And
like
200.
I put my metal leg
Sweaty?
on his back.
Yeah.
I'm just helping you build muscle faster,
Why
man.
is it so cold?
Because it's my metal one?
I guess that makes sense.
Yeah.
All right, well, I'm on my way.
We all
After
follow
you.
behind, but like I'm letting him make first contact.
Nate, quick question.
Yes, sir.
What was the name of the Kivos?
Yeah, I didn't.
The
I got Mila Petra.
Petrov.
Another,
Petrov.
another
Mila
P-E-T
Petrov. P-E-T-R-O-V.
or something. Petrova. Petrova.
Petrov?
Petra.
Yeah. P-E-T-R-O-V.
Petrova University.
Sorry, one more time.
Mila
Uh-huh.
Petrov. P-E-T-E-R-O-V.
E-R.
Peter O.V.
Peter O.V.
So many Peters.
Peter-
in this
Peter Bodett.
campaign.
Peter.
Petrovi. Okay, thank you, sorry.
Yeah.
And for my brain, because it's been a while since
been a while.
we've interacted with Miller, what rank is she?
Vestraya.
She's the
Right.
strat.
Okay.
She always has, hasn't it?
It's been a while.
No, yeah. You're good.
So you guys,
No, she was Kivos. Kivos? You're telling the notes? You're telling the notes they were wrong?
it might have been, and I might have been wrong.
Well,
back then.
Vestraya's higher than Kivos?
No, Vestraya's
Oh,
lower.
she got a demotion, guys.
Oh,
Don't
Lord.
mention it. Don't mention
The
it.
gap is getting smaller and
No, you-
smaller.
That was probably
Hey,
my
we-
brain.
If there's one thing we know, they like to demote people here at Dekrivos.
This is
So true.
This is true.
As we're walking out of admin, I would stop by the mailroom
Okay.
and send a letter home to my parents that I wrote the night before,
Okay.
knowing that I most likely would have been assigned to this squad for whatever crazy thing was going to happen. And just letting them know that I'm doing well, and that just to keep praying.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Anything else? As you guys head onto the yard, the
Did my finger get fixed up?
well,
Olin had patched it, I think. Right?
Well, then
He was about to.
let
and
Olin do it.
then Yannick was like,
Let's just
"We'll
say.
do it ourselves."
Let's just say.
Look, there's 2 medics in this squad.
Yeah.
they got the
Oliver and Morbid.
Yeah.
I'm like Jimmy Fallon.
What?
Well,
What does that mean?
his finger got de-sleeved.
Oh, I didn't.
He like tripped and his wedding ring got caught on something and it like ripped like you know.
I'm not up on my Jimmy.
That was
Fallon
a
lore.
while ago.
Dang, that's awful. Okay.
That's a horrible.
Yeah, sorry.
Let's never speak of this again. Ever.
I will,
Cringe alert.
So you guys go onto the yard, which has parked all of the perambulators that are here at the base. You pass a few that people are currently either inspecting, repairing. There's one that's looks like it's like a pilot just got in, preparing for a departure somewhere else. But on the yard, there's also just regular troop transports and different vehicles used for other purposes. You get flagged down by Margaret Miller, who is standing in front of what looks like one of those close to the transport you guys were in when you came to Dekrivos the first time. And there's a young man standing next to her with blonde hair, and he's got he's holding his hat underneath his arm, essentially. And she says, right, well, everything is prepared.
Hey,
Do you, Skill, is there something wrong with your eye?
is this guy bothering you?
We're standing like 5 feet behind.
I saw some new machinery over that way. It's you've been doing some pretty good work.
Okay.
I haven't washed my face since you've hit it.
You know what? You know what, Skill? I'm gonna let that one slide. Do you know why?
Why?
Because you're going to prison. And that sounds really great for me.
Yeah. You're just playing hard to get.
Okay.
I step in.
You'll come around.
Hello.
Reshik,
Yes. Sorry.
this is your driver.
I failed the test, but I'm pretty brave.
You're totally
What
free
are
to
you-
hit him again.
What is he talking about? What do
Crimson
you, why
Jack.
are you saying?
Fish tank.
Crimson
What
Jack.
do you mean? I didn't.
He hasn't showed you the Crimson Jack?
What?
Nothing. That tells me everything I need to know. It's a good thing.
Eta Squad, you are the strangest group of people I have ever met.
I'm not even in Eta
That's
Squad.
why we're here.
Okay.
Apparently now.
For you.
This is Velka Benjamin Cooper. He's going to drive you.
Wait, he's driving?
Yes, you are prisoners, remember? This is your cover.
Yep. Velka is...
He kind of gives a nod. He's not a... Well, let him introduce himself. Velka. Hi, Ben Cooper. Nice to meet you.
Adelian.
Yeah, I did the Oliver voice.
Oh.
That's not what I meant.
Sorry.
Still
Just
Adelian.
making conversation.
No, he's more like this.
Okay.
That's Ben Cooper.
Cockney.
Yeah.
Velka, Petra, Faulkner.
All right. Well,
You're
Oh.
driving us?
yeah, I'll get you there safely.
You spent a lot of time with her?
No.
Oh, shoot, that mean he has. Ah.
Is he by chance wearing a
You wouldn't
Newsies
tell
hat?
me.
No.
Dang.
Oh, darn. All right.
Just play cool. Just play cool.
Cricket, why don't you take the front? It seems like you guys have something to talk about.
Margaret says, inside the transport, provisions for the drive. It'll be a bit till you get there. So,
I'll write to you every day in prison.
Cricket, come on.
You don't get to send letters in prison.
Love is better when it's unrequited. So, This
You
is
don't get
good.
to send letters in prison?
Sometimes you do.
She'll write you.
I won't.
It's unrequited.
You'll come around.
So, have we actually gotten what our mission is?
Oh, I'll tell you in the car.
Okay, great.
I throw him a loaf of bread from the provisions or whatever's in here. It's probably not bread. It's probably oats.
Ben says, there's a little window. Like, I can let you know what's going on, but if you wanted to ride in the front, that's fine. But probably as we get close, it's probably best if you were, an actual prisoner and maybe not sitting in the front
Should
seat.
we change?
They'll have prison clothes for you there. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Intake.
Yeah.
Copy that.
You've never been to?
So, are we just gonna have to
one
like
night?
relinquish all our stuff? Will we get it back?
I don't know the logistics. Sorry.
But
You should probably leave that here
All right.
Peterovi knows that we're coming.
now.
Yes.
Oh,
And
okay.
she
Yeah,
knows that
yeah,
we're
yeah.
not-
Are we? Wait, should we look away? She's taking her leg off.
Yeah, I'm gonna just prepare yourself, and I roll up my pant leg and take off.
Bloody hell.
Here, can someone get this back to Olin? I'm sure he'll want to keep it. Also, can someone get me a crutch?
Yeah, we probably should have got crutches before you took it. You're just hopping on one foot right now? Or are we in the car? Are you sitting?
I mean, I'm sitting on the edge of the transport. I
I
wouldn't have done
grab
this standing.
the leg and I push you in the car.
Okay, that was nice.
And I find somebody to take it and I find some crutches.
Can I have it?
It's already gone. Rocket Raccoon.
Rocket Raccoon.
I'm a trash man. All right.
Right, everyone comfy. It's essentially...
If you guys want to say anything while I'm getting the crutches, now's the time to speak without me there.
So you boiled the fish alive.
I didn't let him cook that long.
Morvid, you've been awfully quiet.
I jiggled the car door, but it's locked.
She's on vocal rest.
I'm like,
I scooch over, and then I grab it.
but I'm pulling it when you unlocked it, so it didn't go.
Stop
Open
it.
the door!
Stop it. I'm trying to. Just let go.
Chunk.
Jeez. Can't even open a door.
Get in.
I was going to say something, but, what isn't wrong with him?
All right. We're ready, Cooper.
Right, well, Buck... There's no seatbelt, sorry.
Nope.
Great. Who do we report to?
I'll take you there, and then, I've taken prisoners to this place before. So
Are we the first, prisoners not prisoners?
I would
I
assume
don't
so.
think I'm allowed to tell you if that was the case.
Don't you think they would have told you if you couldn't tell us? Sorry,
I'm
that
gonna
was...
get this guy fired.
Wait.
No, it's fine. Don't
He's-
worry about
now
it.
He's
I
gonna
don't
be
need to
thinking
know
about
anything.
that instead of driving.
I can talk about other stuff.
Right, well, I'm going to get us on the road.
All right.
The transport begins to move towards the front gate of Dekrivos. And the double gates open up. And you guys begin to bump down the road south, heading towards the main road. And Ben says, "Go ahead south before we get crossed back into the proper border of Falstaff, so it'll be a little bit before we get there. But we're heading northeast after we get through Falstaff. Near, what's that place called? Little mine in town.
Sculpt?
Yeah, that's the one.
Oh my gosh, no way. Aren't you guys from Skuld?
No.
Yes.
I believe him.
We're gonna see mommy.
Made broke.
My second favorite person named Annika.
Wait! That's a compliment. Thank you so much.
Mommy!
I think I'm going to count this one as 2 Nate breaks because that was 2 separate
Well,
things.
he also broke earlier.
Oh, okay. 3.
Not this badly, though.
I'll keep track of how many times Nate breaks every episode.
You also got that without.
That's
There was definitely a Matt giggle. I heard it.
Oh, I do hope she's doing well. Oh,
Oh, you're from Skull?
no.
I can't wait to tell her we're going to prison.
We're not gonna see
She's
her.
gonna be so
We're in
proud.
this vehicle. We're not getting out.
What? Can we get out for a little bit?
No.
I can't. What are you? No. You know what we're doing, right?
Okay.
Their hometown is Skalt, so I don't know if you'd let them pay a visit to their mom.
No.
Just
Don't think we can do that.
Thank you.
thought I'd ask, that's all. Never hurts to ask.
So who's the top dog in prison?
What do you mean?
Who do I have to shank when I get in there?
I have no idea
Support
who's,
this.
who's. I have no idea.
It's part of the mission. We need to get to the top of the ranks so that we can control
We just
all
get-
of the...
We find that he doesn't know. He has
Right, right. And that way we won't even need to...
Yeah, I've never
To
been in
worry.
a building before. How am I
He's
supposed
just
to?
a driver. We're gonna go in
I
and we're gonna
almost-
look at the toughest, meanest guy, and we're gonna stab him in the face.
Yeah.
Not in the eye
That's
or
the
anything.
mission?
That's
In the
not
cheek or
mission.
something.
You guys aren't really prisoners. You know that, right? Like that's not really what.
Sorry, I was transported for a second. Maybe we don't have to do that. We'll think
We
about
don't
it.
have to-
Okay.
It mu- You have no idea. You have not been where I've been.
Have you been to prison?
I've been to jail,
I've been in the pit.
and Skalt Jail is prison because it's the same thing.
Maybe we're going to the same prison.
No,
I doubt it, though. This is Melkir.
no.
Anyway,
You want to know about the mission?
yeah.
I look at Oliver because he knows, right? He was there.
Yep.
It's an interesting one. It's not particularly covert, other than the fact that we are just disguising ourselves as prisoners. It's similar to what we've done in the past. Infiltrate organized groups, take down / take out the leader.
So it's a mob boss.
In a way.
prison?
Lots of mob bosses go to prison. But it's not quite a mob boss. It's similar. I don't have any information on him, just it's more like I was told I'll recognize his aura.
His aura.
I wasn't given a name.
Okay.
What'd the guy do?
Yeah, what?
I think he's like treasonous. I think he's spreading like treasonous misinformation in jail. I'm not sure why they care about what the prisoners are hearing, but we're not supposed to kill him publicly because we don't want him to have appeared to have died for the cause. I am beating around the bush just a little bit.
I think I can pick up the pieces.
Listen,
Oliver looks at you. He doesn't say anything.
I said this before. I'm willing to work something out so that we can achieve completion of the mission and everybody can be happy. I don't know.
Our mission objective is to take this man out. So we can't
Yes.
complete the mission without killing this person.
Those weren't Olin's words. Actually, Olin's words were only use force if you think it's necessary. This whole mission is for him, Oliver. To teach him a lesson. The scriptures cannot be spread. You know that. I know you don't believe that, but you know that that's what Falstad believes. And you know that's where I'm at. So that's where we're going. Now, if that means fake his death and let him free, for your sake, I'm willing to compromise. I'm not willing to go rogue. Mm-hmm. And I don't know about you. Our whole plan was to break you out of Dekrivos and send you on a train back to Alona, and now I don't know.
Here we are.
I'm fine with you going missing. I can't be caught letting you go or helping you leave. But to be honest, Oliver, it doesn't seem like you want to leave. I'm not saying you agree with the rhetoric, but it kind of seems like you're enjoying yourself.
Trying to figure out what makes him tick.
You can let me know if you ever figure that out. And hey, I'm not saying I agree. He's patriotic, for sure. Seems like he might be a little loony when it comes to how deep this needs to go.
Can Ben hear our conversation?
If he is, he's not turning around.
Okay.
I thought he had a
Oh, a
limo thing.
Yeah, there is one of
Yeah.
those.
We'll say it's shut.
Yeah. I'm not worried.
I gotta be honest, I don't know how I feel about this one.
Why?
Because morally, I don't know if I agree with this mission, Rock. I can understand taking out a mob boss, I can understand, going after the enemy,
It's
but
the same thing.
how is it the same thing, Rock? Use your brain.
Did the pit not teach them a lesson? And did the pit not teach you a lesson?
Didn't you learn a lesson from them being in the pit?
Yeah. Don't spread the scriptures, and you won't go in a pit. If they want to spread the scriptures, they can go to a country that allows it. This one doesn't.
All right, I'm not killing him. We send him
ask you
to
to.
a country that allows him to spread it then.
That I won't do. I'll let him go, but I'm not taking him anywhere. That's treason. Olin didn't say I had to kill him.
I don't get it.
You don't have to get it. I get it. I'm the only one that gets it.
What would mommy think? Sorry.
I love it.
Cricket, I don't care what she thinks. Because she doesn't care about me, so. And maybe you think you have a place to go after all of this, and that's why you're acting the way that you're acting. But I know that I don't. So I'm doing what's best for me, and what's best for me is what's best for them.
You always had a place to go.
Back to the mines, die in 5 years because tungsten coated my lungs, yeah.
You were the
Is
top
that
dog.
the life? Is that the life?
You didn't even want to come here.
I have a higher chance of living out there than I do in the mine. You think that that's my grand plan, is to go back to Skull. Is that your grand plan with your brain? You want to go back to making
No,
tools?
that's why I left. I chose to leave.
So, why do you...
I chose to leave and now I'm still here under you somehow.
I didn't ask for this. I actually specifically asked for not this. I specifically asked for you to be anywhere else but here. But you know why they put me with you? Because you're a child. And they know that. And they knew that you would be a child for anybody else.
I'm the child.
And they knew that I was the only one that could do anything for you. And you know what? I did. 9 dead, 7 missing. Me. It's you. But nobody else could have got that out of you. Because they would have beat you down to a useless skilf just following orders. But I'm letting you shine. Do what you do. That's why they put you with me. Because with anybody else, you'd just be a kid. And you don't have special powers that can make you different.
I hope this makes you feel big.
Always with the existential crisis thing, you can never just tackle the matter at hand. I'm not asking you to kill him.
All right, let's just do the mission.
A few hours pass in silence. There's a knock from the window, and kind of opens it up. Hey, we're gonna be closing in on the Falstaff border. Go through checkpoint. He's like driving, kind of swerving a little bit left and right as he's trying to reach into a bag. So you guys are kind of like a little bit moving back and forth, and he pulls out and hands through the window ID cards, and they have your faces on them. He said, Odin made him himself, so
He's in the crafts.
He's in the craft. He's got a craft room.
rock. Henry Williams, Edivarian, mercenary, insubordination. Cricket, Jack Decker, Edivarian, mercenary, insubordination.
Hello, my name is Jack Decker.
Morvid, Adelian, Arietta Reeds, POW.
I get Henry Williams. She gets Arietta Reeds.
She's got a Adelian accent.
No, yeah, it's just a name.
Wait, what's your fake name? Sorry,
Henry Williams.
Henry.
You're Jack Decker.
Jack Decker. Yannick, Dominic Sinacek, POW. Petra, Lydia Olisat.
They're gonna keep her. They're gonna keep her.
Guys, I might be seeing things here.
Who'd you got? I got Henry Williams.
Hold on. Before I share mine, you should share yours.
Wait, what did you get? I got Henry Williams.
I'm Jack Decker.
Henry Williams. Insubordination.
Jack Decker. I like cheeseburgers.
You ever been to Maria's Diner?
Oh, what'd you get? What'd you get, Yannick?
Dominic, what was that?
Dominic Sinacek. Sinacek.
Dominic Sinacek.
Oh, well,
What'd you get?
It shouldn't be that hard for you guys to remember mine. So, you know how I am
What's
a
the
new
name?
person in your squad?
Uh-huh.
And,
Falcon, what is going on?
so they gave me Lydia Olisat.
My face goes white.
With the mark of treason on that, but
Yeah,
Stop.
no, you can.
No.
I'm not her.
I don't know.
Dominic's
I'm not.
what's that?
POW.
charge. POW.
I'm not POW. I'm charged with
No,
treason.
her.
Oh.
Him.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. What was my charge?
Insubordination.
Insubordination.
And who is Morbid?
Arietta Reeds, POW.
Jack.
Jack. Yes.
Jack, what?
Decker.
You see
Decker.
Oliver looking at his.
What's yours?
Cameron Williams. Insubordination.
Oh, you
They got
guys are
jokes.
brothers.
Wait, you guys could switch.
What are you in for?
My rock, my face is on this card.
He's a real piece of work. Don't tell him I said that. I don't mean that at all.
And what was
Can we-
Shagan?
Arietta Reeds?
Arietta.
POW.
Hey, what's all the yelling back there?
Are we...
Nothing.
I keep jumping into Oliver's voice. You know who's talking. It's not Oliver.
Mhm.
Spell yours.
I guess.
They're not going to ask you how to spell his last name.
It's Sarah, not Petra asking.
I'm sorry, what
Dominic.
was Oliver?
Dominic.
Cameron Williams, the same as mine.
Cameron Williams.
Also insubordination.
I gotta get my story straight.
Cricket's like writing down the
might
names
not
on his hand.
What's Dominic's last name?
Sinachek.
Sinacek.
S-I-N.
A-C-E-K.
Sinacek.
No.
Is he a Delian?
No, Ilonian.
I love him.
Yeah.
They're going to put me with him. They're going to put me with him. They're going to put me with him. They're going to put me with him.
Good luck.
Yay.
Don't mention mommy.
Good to know.
Just remember, I'm not her.
I was already struggling with you, to be honest. I
noticed. I don't know what I did to you.
will try
Um.
to not let it affect the way I think about you.
You know, if, and this is an if because there's not, but if there's an almighty, this is a terrible sign for you because that's bad. That's bad signs. That would be him sending us a
I think
sign
it's kind of funny.
to be like, hey, don't trust her.
It's very serious.
Maybe for one day I might believe it
Okay,
because of this.
just pretend to be really sad. That's what she did.
I can't do that, man. That's really hard for
How
me.
about everything you say is a lie to
The
manipulate
sky's purple.
and not quite like
Oh,
that.
but
The
it
world's in the
is.
shape of a circle
Look at this
instead of a
beautiful sunset.
ring.
Well, that's
It's a
Veil
sphere.
swap.
that's not.
Such a
He's
beautiful
a spear
veil
guy.
swap.
It's not. I'm not a.
Really?
It's not. You can't prove.
Rock. Look.
That is a reflection of a mirror. There's a big mirror. I don't need to explain to you.
Turn east.
I don't need to explain to you. Also,
Okay,
maybe it's not a sphere, maybe it is a ring. What's on the other side of the
doesn't
ring?
matter.
Who's on the other side of the ring?
I think the ring's an ice wall.
I have things to do that aren't argue with the shape of this ring with you.
You used air quotes.
I was the one who started the fight, but you know, you can just.
I'm this close. This
What?
close.
Careful.
Cause like no.
Also,
Not,
every-
no,
If you wanna punch me
no,
in the
Cooper.
face,
I'm
I
not
mean-
close to ending at all.
Also, everyone you've ever known is dead somehow.
Yeah, but your husband's probably not actually dead because you're alive.
I have a husband?
No,
Well, he's dead.
No, he's
Lydia
dead.
had
But
a
he's
husband.
not. But he's dead.
I'm only 18.
Not anymore.
How old am I?
I don't know. Probably like
I-
19.
The card
Like-
doesn't say.
I would definitely.
Ben from the front seat because you guys are yelling. He says, "We'll get married." Man, I keep doing a Hollywood voice.
It's okay, Ben.
This is the voice. This is it. That's it. Now we're back.
Back to Ben.
I was 20 when I got married.
People
That's
get
too
married at all
soon.
kinds of ages.
How old was your wife?
20.
She's still around?
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's cool. Have you seen her recently?
About 6 months ago. Yeah.
What's your backstory?
I always said that if I ever saw Lydia again, I would shoot her. I think I said in the face.
Pretty sure that's correct.
Yeah, he might. He
So-
definitely.
I'm not her.
I'm this close. 'Cause
You can
this is
punch
close.
me in the face if you want to.
I think a
It
gun.
probably would make me look rougher,
Just
and then
look at-
people would look away even more.
think a
Just look at her
gun.
missing leg. How could you punch that? Just remember.
Don't feel
she's a
sympathy
cripple.
for
I would
me.
punch that.
I am no
She's
cripple.
a useless cripple.
I am not useless.
I'm sorry. Just in character, not in real life. Because in real life, you have a metal leg and you're really cool. But
I can do just fine without the metal leg, thank you.
Okay, walk without crutches.
That's not.
See,
Not how
see,
that works.
See, sorry. I'm.
But I'm very capable. I can
I was
get
being.
around.
I was just trying to get in character. I'm sorry.
So are you guys going to be mean to me too now? Is that the deal?
Well, I kind of already was.
You were hurt. There's a difference.
Okay. Well,
I'm glad you finally acknowledged it, though. If you ever want to, you can say anything to me that you would have said to her, if it helps.
Why? Oh God, why? Why did you ever do this? Why?
What exactly did she do, Cricket?
Well, she, I won't get into it now.
Maybe another day.
Yeah,
If you want to talk about it.
The
sorry.
short version, everything that she ever said was a lie,
You're not useless.
Okay.
as far as we can say, or rather,
Alright.
as far as we know.
I didn't mean it. You weren't you looseless.
That's
You're
okay.
differently able.
Use-
That just sounds like you're trying too hard.
You're right. I hated myself for saying it that way. Sounds like propaganda. False, that would say. I jest.
Usually,
Folks at home, I'm joking.
All right, who's
Anyway.
the top dog? I start working on my shank.
obviously not me.
They're not going to let you take that.
I'd like to see them find it.
That's interesting.
Hey, do me a favor and quiet down. We're getting close to the border, okay? He pulls into the checkpoint.
Hey, Cooper. Thanks for driving us.
Yeah, of course.
And if we see you again. Yeah.
You see me again? What?
If you pick us up or something, it'll be nice to see you.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Before we pull in, I will take my red scarf and I'll wrap it like around my right knee. Just kind of
Hey,
hide the bruising from yesterday.
I know that you're married, but stay away from Miller.
You got it, kid.
I'm not a kid. I'm a man.
After I finish tying the scarf, I tuck a very small necklace into my shirt. So it can't be seen.
As I laugh. Sorry. I'm a man. I'm gonna tell people I'm 19 in here.
There's the large border wall that sits here at the edge of Ilona and Falstadt. And like two cars ahead of you guys, and then slowly moves through. When he pulls up, Ben explains prisoner transport, and they come and they search you guys in the back, just looking into the vehicle.
I try to look sad.
That's pretty good.
I couldn't hold it together. Sorry.
TB?
What?
That's a good angle.
I don't want to be contagious. And they might,
Okay, yeah. Yeah.
As you guys enter into Falstadt proper, let's go ahead and take a break. We'll be back in a few minutes.
Oh man.
The story of the most amazing free gift that has ever been given to us. The Bible tells us that all have sinned and fall short of the glory of God. God designed the world, the systems of nature, the way things ought to be. We consistently fight against his system to be the God of our own universe. We're selfish. We hate our enemies. We hurt one another, and we grieve our Creator. Sin is simply disobeying the order and commands God has laid out. Everyone does it. We're born with the desire to sin. We're deceived by our own nature into believing we know best. Despite the deceiving good feelings of the now, it never works out. It leads to pain, destruction, and death. A holy God hates sin. It's the antithesis of his nature. We're his creation, and he requires perfection. We're not perfect. So in his perfect justice and mercy, we should be put to death. Someone needs to be judged if they are guilty. Even after physical death, an ongoing and never-ending punishment in hell awaits all who sin. But the story doesn't end there. We're told in the Bible that God loved the world so much that he sent his only Son, that is, Jesus Christ, to take upon himself the guilty verdict that none of us can escape. God himself was born in a human body, lived a perfect life, no sin, and a completely innocent man died a criminal's death on a Roman execution device called a cross. After he was beaten mercilessly by his own creation, his hands and feet were nailed to the wood. And as his physical body was suffering, God's hatred of sin and his anger towards it was placed upon his own Son. Every single sin, from the beginning of time until the end, was paid for by Jesus Christ's work on the cross and his willingness to lay down his life as a sacrifice for all. 3 days after his death, God, author of life, raised Jesus from the dead, defeating death and overcoming the darkness that had a hold on humanity. The gospel is as simple as it is vital. God wants to give you life. He wants to forgive the sin that you hold on to so tightly. He made a way for us to let it go and live in the light in this life and the next. The Bible tells us that if we confess with our mouth that Jesus is Lord and believe in our hearts that God raised him from the dead, we will be saved. Saved from destruction, saved from death, saved from ourselves. What's stopping you? By turning away from sin and turning towards the face of Jesus, you will find the purpose you have been longing for. You're beginning to believe. That's God's Holy Spirit moving in your heart, pointing you towards the truth. One day soon, God will come to judge the world. Those who believe in Christ will live forever with God and others who put their hope in Jesus Christ. Those who don't will sadly suffer eternal, unrelenting punishment. Holy God cannot live with sin. So those who reject Jesus Christ and want to be their own God will be shut out of his glorious kingdom. You only have this one life to humbly come and accept Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior. What are you waiting for? Heading in a northeast direction. Cooper explains you guys need to... It takes a bit to get from the border to Melkir. And the main roads sometimes can, depending on the time of year, either be heavy traffic or anything that can delay. But he knows some alternate routes if anything like that would happen.
Watch out for avalanches. They follow us.
What?
That sounds terrifying.
It was.
You guys were in an avalanche?
I mean, I was only there for
Story
one.
for another time.
Does that mean I was in an avalanche?
Yeah.
Yes.
But not with us.
But not with us. Yeah, we're different people.
I hope you know that I'm going to have to go off book for who I am.
You're good.
Yeah, you hate your old squad.
Okay.
Yeah, you'll get it.
You never once cared for them in your life.
Yeah.
Okay. But you guys are my squad.
No.
I care for you guys.
No. Don't do this.
I'm really confused.
You don't even know us.
It's okay.
I still can care about you.
We're here for one thing, right? What's that thing?
Complete the mission.
What's the mission?
Be top dog.
The mission is to find a threat to Falstaff and eliminate it.
I like you, Faulkner.
Thank you, Reshik.
He's interested in someone else, though.
What?
Nothing.
The landscape that you guys find slightly familiar as you head northeast towards the mountains. You guys are past the heaviest points of winter. It's colder, always colder up north here near the mountains, but it is. There's new greenery in the trees, and there's, of course, the evergreens that dot the landscape. And in sort of its kind of chaotic state, this area of Falstaff has a certain charm and beauty to it. It feels a little bit more wild than a lot of the regimented parts of the Empire. Much different, Petra, for you. They're similar, but there are you can almost sense the same sort of older. Like the woods feel older here. The trees are taller. The canopy can sometimes, even in early spring, blot out the light from the divine seat in certain parts of the road.
Have you guys ever seen trees like that?
Yeah.
These are the old trees.
They're really cool. Different types, too. I wonder what kinds of falcons you guys have here.
None. We have eagles, and they're better.
Never worked with eagles.
I'm just saying. I mean, they don't work for us. They usually just steal fish.
How do you catch one?
You have to kind of just have a presence, and then you do trap it when they're about a year old, and then you train it to become the greatest bird athlete in the woods, and then after a little while, then you release it.
So, like, they can't figure it out on their own?
No, they can, but it's nice that they can do it without the threat of starvation.
So they need a
Helps preserve the
handout?
species. Sometimes they just need a little help.
Seems like they deserve to go extinct if they need human interaction to...
You've never met a falcon, then.
I'm just
It's
going
about
off what you hear.
Exactly.
Something that's supposed to
I can't hear you because you're mumbling. Did your mother never teach you not to mumble?
No, she taught me to speak plainly, but I chose not to in this moment.
You know, Morvid, I've been meaning to ask you about that brother that you said you killed or something.
Anyway,
I'm
was
sorry,
that?
what?
Oh, wait. Now, you know what? I feel like it's going to be a long story, so why don't we
I'll
save
ask
it for
another day,
later?
then.
Save your voice.
We'll save it for later.
Thanks, God.
Unless you want to say something. Okay, no.
No, she doesn't want to say anything about it.
Whoa.
I think we're good. She's emotional. Guys, let's talk about something else. Oh, look, we're here.
These trees are nice.
Treason?
No, the trees
Oh,
are nice.
What do
Sorry.
they call that? Freudian
Write
slip?
that down.
yes.
You guys, Cooper knocks on the window and says, "Looks like everybody's coming through. Looks like everybody's coming." Oh my gosh, Nate. Cockney accent. Cooper.
Hello.
Cooper.
It's
What?
It's Cooper.
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 Cooper. My name's Cooper.
My name's Benjamin.
Benjamin
Cooper.
Cooper. And I'm your bloody worst nightmare.
Rob,
And I'm your
Old
bloody
Brubs,
worst nightmare. Bloody diabolical.
It's a jolly holiday with Eta Squad.
Anyway.
Okay.
Koopa.
looks like we ain't getting through this. And he points ahead, and there is just backed up traffic on this mountain road.
Why are we stopped?
Nothing can ever go right. We can't even go to prison correctly.
Okay. He reverses the car, turns back around, and goes back about half a mile or so. It's like, no, it's somewhere right. Ha! And he turns to the right, heading up a sort of a steeper kind of road that's a little worse for worse for wear. I can say words.
Back road.
And he says, it's a bit of a longer drive, but I mean, at this point, it's probably get us there quicker. So
Fine by me.
it's gonna be probably a little bit bumpy, so just watch your head. Yeah.
All right.
Even more pronounced, that sort of wild woods out here. You guys are away from the main road too. Drives for probably another hour or so.
You know, trees, when one of their limbs are hurt, they just, they drop the whole limb off. So in that way, you're kind of like a tree. Something went wrong and they, whole thing gone.
You could say that. Yeah.
Also, the insides of them are dead. It's only the outside that's alive.
Really?
Yeah, there's like the alive layer on the outside. I forget what it's called, but then there's like the inner layer, and it's all the rings, and the water gets sucked up through there. But
It's just like a big straw.
yeah, maybe
Sorry,
you're
I'm
like that.
from.
He knows trees.
In what way? Exactly. Is this a compliment?
You're
I don't know.
Dead
I'm
inside.
just trying to say that I don't think that you're useless, and I didn't mean it. I'm sorry.
He just thinks
Cricket,
you're dead
I already
inside.
forgave you. You're fine.
You didn't say that.
Okay. Well,
Now
sorry, I
you
didn't say
said
that.
it. Okay.
I do
Okay.
forgive you. I forgave you long before I said the words. I forgave you like yesterday when you kind of
No.
like bumped me in the mess hall.
I don't remember that.
It's okay.
Can you guys get a room?
How long you been without wearing the?
Well,
This is Oliver asking, by the way.
I lost it in boot camp around a year ago.
Boot camp. I only need one of
Wall.
those now.
The wall, it went.
You know, for us,
No,
it's
I
called
meant,
boot
sorry.
camp.
No, I know the record.
It's two
I meant,
boots.
like, how often
That's a really funny joke.
Thank you.
How often what?
do you
You take it off.
yeah?
Oh,
like,
every
how many
night.
hours?
Every
Does it
night.
smell
I mean, the cloth that I use
like
as the wrap
behind your
does
ear? You know,
sometimes,
like how
but-
sometimes that smells
Why
bad.
are
I
you so
imagine that's
interested
what the
in
leg would smell.
her taking her leg off? This is weird.
It's part of her care. I need to know these things.
Oh.
I usually just take it off every night. But if I'm sitting down for a prolonged amount of time, like we were doing classroom stuff, I would take it off then too. But
Be careful with. Is this the most you've used crutches without it?
probably, I'll be fine.
Probably gonna have some pain in the other leg. I would imagine.
Also, your armpits.
Pain in the other leg. Why? Leaning on it?
Compensation.
Yeah. I'll be okay.
Okay. Let me know.
I'm pretty strong. So.
I mean, you can let Morgan know too, but
She's just not herself today.
Mm,
She's been real quiet.
she's floaty.
He's
Yeah.
very contemplative.
Oh, come on! There's a yell from the front.
This guy sucks at driving.
There
Is
is
there traffic on this road too?
no
Is there a branch?
fallen
in the way?
trees.
Oh, we can
on the
take care of
road.
that.
Yeah.
He's like he looks and kind of backs the truck up a little bit.
Unless it's like an ambush or something. The Vargans in these woods are smart.
They're not.
They can
that
chop down
smart.
trees.
I don't know.
These are our woods.
I didn't know they could chop down
They
trees.
can't. He's being.
No, Vargans are known to have beaver teeth.
I would love to help you move the tree, but I'm a bit out of commission at the moment.
Noted.
But you're not useless.
Exactly.
And
I'll
this-
stay here and keep Cooper company.
All right, getting out.
Okay.
All right.
I kind of like slide up next to the window. So, do you have a family? Do you have kiddos?
Then just
Flash away. Fade to black. So do we burn? Can we burn this, Yannick? Can we just?
I don't have a fire source.
You don't have a lighter?
No.
They have
you guys,
water
give me
in
test
there.
of instinct for those that are near the trees.
Test of instinct.
trees.
Trees, you say? Oh man, I passed and then I failed because of numbers.
First to ambush us, they would.
Because I don't know if you can see, but my stats are coming up. Oh, but they already passed because this is back in time. But I have -2 instinct. It's already passed, but you would have just seen it. You'll probably see somebody else's right now. But my instinct's -2. So I rolled
Someone roll for shave.
7, and then I have a -2. And a 7 is normally a pass,
On
but
the
with
dice.
-2, that's only 5, not a pass.
Is
Pass-fail
6.
system.
You're welcome, everybody.
I failed.
Nothing
Wow.
wrong.
That's literally critical fail. He has to die now. A tree falls on him.
No!
I demand it.
Morbid
Too
tale.
soon!
What was your total? I'm
My
assuming it was
total
a pass.
is 12.
Yeah. Okay. You notice the trees there was a road that's kind of cracked. So not like a cut, but cracked and all sort of near the base, all just kind of bent over and down.
All of the trees?
There's about 4 large trees that cover this road right now, and they've all been cracked near the base.
Can you
Does this look like wind? So I saw all that too with a pass.
Are they along the road? Or like...
So they would have been on the side of the road, and then cracked and fallen onto the road.
Do I see anything past them?
You can see the other side of the road. Yeah, as it continues
It's
straight.
very strange.
It looks like it just looks like wind, but only these trees.
Only these 4.
Yeah.
There's another crack close by that you hear.
That I hear?
But we don't hear anything else. We don't hear like movement before that. Just the
Seems
crack.
a little bit far away.
It's the calico bear. Shh. It's probably not the calico bear, but it might be the calico bear.
It's a calico
Wait,
bear.
it could also be the other thing, the mountain lion thing. What's its name? I forget. It's named after a mountain.
What's the moose name?
Or the giant elk creature.
Oh, they're docile, and I don't think they can knock down trees. I don't think calico bear can knock down
Mega
trees.
beaver.
I've never heard of a mega beaver. There's a book though. There's a book compendium with all the animals.
In the distance, more trees cracking and something
Something's coming.
breaking through some of these trees.
Does it sound like it's heading towards us?
Hmm?
Yep, something's
And a
definitely coming.
squeal.
Do we have our weapons?
Maybe it's a perambulator. Or like an animal-like squeal.
I'm about to cough.
Might be another dragon.
I don't think we have dragons here.
Let's get to the vehicle
We should
and
probably-
get out of here.
I have my weapons, right? I have them out if I have them.
A large which, when I say large, it's about a little bit smaller than the truck, and an Ovaknian mountain boar.
Oh man.
Oh
Mountain
no.
boar.
I've never seen this. Unless I have. I've eaten it, though.
And Cooper says, "It'll break the truck."
I'm on it.
Pop it.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Melon.
I have to get really close though.
I'm standing behind my shield.
Hey, boar! Over here! Over here! I'm gonna stand
Give
in.
me a bravery test.
I'm gonna stand in front of the trees too, so it will
Okay.
hit the trees out of the road too.
I'm watching through the tiny window.
I'm not very brave.
Nope.
No.
Oh, you're as brave as I am.
It is going to charge into you with its tusk.
As soon as it gets close enough,
I'm gonna start shooting, but you
I
go.
want to try and bloodbend it.
This will happen, but
Yeah.
so
This is what we get for all those animals.
Okay.
8 IP loss.
Oh gosh.
As you dive out of the way of this thing, as it tries to get you with its tusks.
The actions of the consequences of my actions.
Go ahead and give me a test of instinct, Yannick. This is going to be combat in theater of the mind. We're not pulling out a map for this one.
Copy.
We're not. Are we doing WP?
Yes.
Okay.
The theater.
Okay, not all of them.
The
6. WP? Or 8?
I start with 8.
I think I start with 8 too.
I think it's your
It's 6
persistence.
plus persistence.
Yeah.
Yeah, I start with 8.
What was your total, Yannick?
10.
This is we are calling the what I don't remember terms, but this is a challenge here.
Okay.
So 10 minus 8 would be a failure.
Indeed, it would.
I don't mean, you can pass that anyhow.
Then I will. How much WP would that have taken to try that?
You've done it a few times. If it's something you had not tried to do, I would say 6.
Okay.
I will say it was 4.
Okay. Then I'll grab some rocks
Okay.
and just like. Rah,
Okay.
Including
Check 'em.
him.
that rock.
He's
Oh, wait.
included.
Call it a harvest and a throw.
Yeah, harvest and throw. Ha! Wait.
Bye,
how many do I
Reshik.
have? That was 9. You said 4 to bloodbend. Okay. Oh, I do have enough. Okay. Yeah. So I'll harvest and I'll
Everybody
throw.
roll combat order for me.
Yeah.
We got alacrity.
Yes.
No.
10.
Me too.
Yep. So roll for shit.
What do you have for
1.
alacrity? Same. Rolly.
Just 1 or 2?
1.
5.
4.
Oh, 12s for Shay.
Morbid. Yeah.
Plus
queen.
1, so 13
Slay.
alacrity.
I can keep track.
Play.
And then
They are enemies.
Yannick got 11 for alacrity.
Did anybody get more than 11?
The boar has 11, and Oliver has.
What is between you and the boar?
I have 1.
What does the boar have for alacrity?
Spark,
11
perhaps?
or 0.
What?
Okay,
What is
so you-
between you and the boar?
Uh,
A spark, perhaps?
Oliver got 14.
Oh, he's ready.
Angry child. I got a 4.
4.
Yeah.
And
I rolled a 5 and I have a -1 in alacrity, which means that I'm 4.
You are also in the truck. Which he is. Cooper's. He's reversing it out of there.
Okay.
If it gets damaged. It's not rolling.
So do we start after Yannick or from the top and skip Yannick? Or does Yannick get to go again?
I think we'll just say that Yannick did this round.
Great.
So we start after him?
Rolled my throw.
Mm-hmm.
I got a 12 on the dice.
Mhm.
I forget what that means.
That means you get roll the dice twice.
Great.
Yep.
So that would be a 16 hit.
Okay.
And roll the dice twice, so that's 10. And, ooh, okay. So let's see.
Shay is trying to get you guys.
Hey, I said, hey, stop. Hey, stop
So
now.
total 45.
I'm sorry, it can what?
Whoa! It's dead.
That's amazing. It's not dead.
Nate just put a 0 at the end of its health. Thanks a
as
lot.
Yannick, oh, what? That can't be real. Is that
Better
is
not.
This canon?
Is that
No,
canon?
no.
Okay.
It's like, ah.
I can also hit the Dougie.
So seeing that Yannick can't quite get through its thick hide to its blood, he'll just pull some rocks from earthen rocks from the ground and just kind of like gather them and shape them into projectiles and just launch them at this boar for 45 damage. 45
Wow.
Some of them kind of like
45 little sharp.
Some of them kind of like brush off the fur.
Rocky
Others you can see actually
bullets.
like, you know, and there's a little bit of just like a little bit of blood that comes out from each of those. The hit from those. We will start at what?
Shay's comment. Its dance skills are unique to the animal kingdom.
We're gonna
worse.
do the order, which means Oliver's first. And he tells you guys who are near him, stay close.
To you?
And
Wait, are we allowed to answer now? Did we change that?
he uses he will use an elemental shield,
Ooh.
and surrounding you guys is that same air that had knocked Kisloff away, but it surrounds you guys currently, and he's standing in the middle, just like it's sort of emanating from him.
Wow.
I would also just breathe
Okay.
in that round.
The I will let the boar go. Right? Am I right?
You do
Thinking
you.
order.
You do you.
Thinking of the order.
Yeah.
It. I think all that happened is he tried to attack, the boar attacked him, and then he went.
Okay. So it goes and actually, with its mouth, grabs around one of the tree trunks and swings it towards you guys. As it hits the outer, like this wind wall, it breaks on the wind wall itself, and the whole thing splinters
Nice.
away out of its mouth.
He's doing the work for us.
That is its go. What's next?
After the boar. So Yannick boar or Oliver?
Oliver's
confused.
Oliver's already
So
done.
And then
Morbid's next.
so the
Did
order
we,
is
Did we miss Morbid?
this is the order.
Okay.
So I was confused.
Yeah. So,
So
Morbid's inside this ring too.
She's a little ill, so I think she's just gonna skip.
Morbid can do a turn if you have Morbid stuff.
She would like to. I don't know what she can do.
She pouts and then
She shoots her gun and misses.
I don't see her gun on her.
She should. She's gonna be so angry.
She does like triage and
She
stuff.
has a pistol.
Oh, a D4.
Yeah.
2d4. Oh wait, that's
She
the knife.
uses-
There's the pistol.
She
Okay.
should use.
It's time for one of her
2d6s with your
monologues.
technique.
She uses logic.
Logic.
For,
Yeah.
Is there a pre-prepared monologue
Yeah.
attached to the character
Shay,
sheet?
do you have one for a boar attack?
Just kidding.
That is a 9
Okay, success.
shot.
She's
Yay,
furiously
good
typing
job.
on her
I
iPad right
do
now.
have d4s.
Her dad's iPad.
Her dad's iPad is getting worked
Oh, and
right
it's
now.
it's 2d4 plus a d20, right?
She's
Say it again.
For damage. It's the dice. And
I appreciate how this one's
That's
just on a cruise, just watching our show.
I'm not sure she's on a cruise
Not
yet.
yet.
13
She should be.
She
points
said melty face.
of pistol damage.
All right.
Yeah, Morbid! Woo! That's our girl!
And then it's cricket if you're done.
How many shots you take?
She can do more than one. Then
Well, what's her? She starts with.
clip size is 6.
But what's
Ammo
her?
is 12.
How much? What's her WP?
What's her wherewithal?
WP is a lot. She's got 9 to start. So yeah, she can shoot again.
She usually unloads a bit. I think.
Yeah, yeah.
If memory serves.
Bang bang. Ah!
She is on the cruise.
Ooh, it's that one. That'll still hit. 5. 9 points.
Okay.
9 points of damage.
Then regroup. She says.
Then regroup as the usual.
So skip cricket. Yes or no? We skip him because he went, or does he go again?
I think we'll let him do his thing because that was sort of not bad.
Go.
It's all confusing.
Yeah.
You guys always say, "I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this."
My action is to get rammed by the boar, and my turn is over.
You rolled. Okay. No, go.
I will get back up off the ground. Go.
It didn't hurt you. You don't got it away.
Right. Okay, yeah, that's right.
Guess we knocked out of you by the ground.
That's how
So can I
IP works.
shoot through this thing, this wind
Yeah.
wall?
Morbid just did.
Okay. I shoot through the wind wall. Shoot him. Ha!
Shoot.
I hit it.
him.
Because that was over 7.
Okay. It's the demo.
Demo is, I think, a 1d10. This one.
This is with your
my coil shot.
coil shot.
Hiya. 11.
Alright. It is sort of an interesting effect as it passes through this elemental shield because it kind of like moves the wind out of the way, kind of crackles through a little bit as the lightning strikes. Electric strikes.
Cool. I shoot him again.
He's immune to electricity because he has electric powers.
Yes.
That's also a success.
Okay.
It's behind the iPad. There you go.
We're eating bacon tonight. 23.
No, you're sorry.
I'll just shoot it again. Why not?
You should do the Toro thing where you jump out of the way because he can't turn while he's running.
That's a fail.
Oh, was it a 1-1?
It was a 1-1.
Oh,
Do we have a critical
Yeah.
failures?
isn't it your gun jams, and you need to
Reload.
something? It's something like he can't shoot until he does something.
The coil shot.
We never had a written
yeah.
down. I don't think.
I think you'll have to do a reload essentially.
Oh, right. And then a reload costs... Well, I can't do it this turn. So I will just regroup.
My turn, I think.
Okay.
Yes.
Because that put me at...
Piggy. Bacon's what's for dinner.
For dinner.
We're eating good tonight.
That's a hit.
I don't know him.
That's
know
a hit.
I love it.
I don't know you either.
No.
26 damage on the first hit.
cancels.
Give me 1 second.
both of you.
Give me 1 second.
That noise.
Over here, pig.
Sweet.
You're not so big.
Stop
That's
trying
a
to
hit.
rhyme. Just
It's much
stop.
bigger than our car.
How tall is it?
I'm eating good tonight.
That's a lot of
Just
bacon.
smaller than our transport.
No, these are all so good, and then I rolled a 1 on the
The
D20.
size of a minivan.
Yeah.
Or bigger.
12 damage
Yeah.
because of the 1 on the D20.
It's a big
Oh,
bowl.
oh, oh, oh. Give me 1 second.
And they
You are
put-
plastering this thing on this,
Like,
like it's got a thick hide.
I'm hitting it.
Tesla
I'm
Cybertruck.
hitting it.
Pretty much.
Hopefully it's just as fragile.
Big
boy.
Okay. Again,
If only I had fire. Roasting.
and that's another hit.
I just never
Use
issued
the
a lighter.
spark from the engine of the car.
Try that.
Again,
Yeah, I
another
can use
2
the
on
spark
that
from your
one.
coil shot.
3, 4, 5, 7.
Okay.
Or from a bullet.
I have to do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I do have a sword.
Okay.
What
My
if it's
last
a fire
attack.
I could make sparks.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. 6, 7, 8, 9.
Doesn't rock smoke?
All right.
What?
Doesn't rock smoke?
12, 18
So
damage.
you should have a lighter.
If mom doesn't pull it out of his mouth.
Yeah. Mommy hated when he smoked.
18.
Yeah.
And then
All of
I'm
them.
going to have to go back to my cheat sheet.
Rock, toss me your lighter.
That would take 6 WP, and I don't have that.
To throw a lighter?
Probably. No?
I would just say it's an alacrity test on.
You know, I would like to think, and since I haven't said anything since, I think that ever since she threw the cigarettes away, he's probably quit smoking. At
He
least.
still has the lighter.
I don't think so. Why would he?
Like a fidget toy.
Somebody definitely gave you a lighter, is all I'm saying.
EDC.
I didn't mention it up to this point, so I'm not going to create it out of thin air to metagame you. I'm regrouping.
Okay.
I cannot afford to defend.
All right.
Momfred.
Next.
That would be Petra.
Petra.
One
Okay.
leg, no gun.
I'm assuming I can't set up my sniper rifle from this tiny window in the truck, or because
Probably lean out.
probably lean out. Okay.
Morphin said she gave you the lighter.
No him.
Would it affect my roll if I did it
Oh.
like hanging outside a truck with a sniper rifle?
What's that?
Would it affect my roll if I did it hanging out of the truck?
No, it's not moving fast.
Oh, okay. Great. In that case, I am going to
You practice.
try to shoot it as we're backing up.
Backing up, backing up, backing up, backing up.
That is a 6.
On my
Oh, no.
character sheet.
I know. But I'm going to use double tap to attack twice.
All right.
For the cost of 1 attack action. Do I have to roll again for that still?
Yes.
Okay. That's my specialization. Same roll?
Oh, dude, I'm so sorry.
Okay. It's fine.
You guys weren't in a unit that had anybody with such a large rifle before. The thing is, wow.
Yeah. Okay.
Ow.
I'm gonna do it again.
We're trying
And,
to fight.
I can
here.
only use double tap once per turn, so this is just gonna be a single hit.
Roll good, Petra.
And can I use high arc to add stun to the damage, perhaps? Or no?
Yes.
Yes. Is rock anywhere near the vicinity of this thing?
Theater of the mind, no.
No.
Okay, great. That's so much better. So that's gonna be an 11,
Yay!
and then 6. Okay.
Show off for Yannick, Petra. Go off, Queen. He's watching.
10 points of damage for that one, and it did add stun, so that means that the creature loses a turn, I believe.
He's blushing.
Did Yannick see it?
Roll.
The boar is blushing.
You actually, so you shoot this thing at it's quick. Skids across the ground.
I shout from the truck, get it while it's down!
There's still a tree in the way.
She said get it while it's down.
Oh, I thought she said get in.
No, it.
It!
I need a minute.
I lean over to.
It looks less like you sunned it and more like you domed it. It's done.
You domed it.
Oh, it's done.
It's dead.
Oh, it's dead. Oh, well, I guess it's dead. Sorry for how loud this thing is, Cooper.
We need to save this meat.
I
know
take
we
one
can't
of
use
its
it
tusks
now.
to make a shank.
I can. Do you want a barbecue?
Can we?
I found my lighter.
Let's do that.
Oh man.
I can also use the fire to burn the.
For all the viewers watching
Let's do the
right now,
let's do
this
the
is
barbecue
not
first.
Dungeons and Dragons. I know it sounds like it is, but it's not.
It's not.
It's weird right now.
Let's
Prison.
barbecue.
Here we come.
Where are you gonna put
Also, this is the episode
Don't
you've
worry
broken
about
the
it.
most.
They
so
check.
far this season.
No, they won't.
that? They check.
I swallow it.
What?
I try.
No.
Whoa, whoa,
Morphin stuff.
Stop it.
It's stuck. Thanks.
Okay,
Okay,
yeah,
fine.
can we do a quick, can you flash cook it and we can eat in the
Oh
car?
yeah, I can do a sear.
Yeah. There was a nice, I think they put
I have
rosemary in the,
I have a sword. I can chop it up with that.
they put rosemary in the provisions basket.
They did.
No, they
I
didn't.
expected this to
They
go.
they definitely did not.
We're making sandwiches.
Well, I
on
have
the
my own
side.
spices.
It's wet gruel.
I travel with spices.
So it's wet
obviously.
gruel in a
My dad
basket.
hooked me up.
True.
Never leave home without your spice rack.
All right, Yannick, let's go.
What the Jalonis always say.
We don't want to be late. That's suspicious.
You lift up your shirt and it's like all this.
This is not a bomb. This
code.
are spices.
This is not a bomb.
It's just salt and pepper.
It's a salt
He
and pepper,
says-
Dr. Owen. Please.
Do not be
have
alarmed.
mercy.
This is not a bomb.
It smells real good up
I
in these
will
mountains.
use the fire to cook the Ovaknian mountain boar, but also I will use controlled burn to take care of the rest of the trees in our way.
Okay. Perfect.
I get in the car.
That was pretty tasty. That was Cooper.
It's a really big boar. There's a lot left.
Yeah,
We can't take it. That's
There's room in the back.
We cannot show up to the prison camp with this in the back.
especially
Why-
smelling.
I
It would
mean-
it would smell up the
Pretty-
car.
They never stop talking about it though.
I mean, prison
Sorry.
guards need to eat too. Maybe
So
this
we
will get us in
bribe them.
good.
Yeah, and then if
Yes.
another prisoner sees, they're gonna know that we're rats.
And then we shank the prison guard.
No shank.
Do you want to stay in
This
prison?
is an undercover mission.
I'm just trying
We
to
need
get
to go
into
in and out
character.
quiet.
I
How
think
am I
we
doing?
If I'm gonna be top
I think we
dog,
just-
that's pretty good.
we have to
That's-
just
that's-
leave the
that's
rest.
really close.
It's really good.
You're smiling a little bit,
I
but
know it's really funny. Sorry.
Well, some Vargans will eat good tonight.
So Oliver, you're also a gatherer?
We don't talk about it.
Oh, well, I can only really do one thing.
That's still way cool, man.
Wait, that's the only thing you can do.
I am
Well,
too.
Like air. Like, I can manipulate air.
I look at Yannick,
I'm still learning
the
though.
worst
You're a
element.
gatherer?
There's
in
actually
training.
really
So
useful.
I don't really.
How can you do violence
Yannick
with
knows.
air?
He was
I
there.
can stop someone from breathing.
Right,
Not
Yannick?
violent though.
That's pretty violent.
That's
said yes.
sadistic. Violence is like,
I can also push you off a cliff with air.
listen,
I can
probably a tall
also
tale.
Push a tree to fall on you with air.
Probably a tall tale.
I can
But
make you
one
really
time I
violent.
heard that my grandpa made an icicle of his hand and stabbed a guy's jugular.
I can't wait to go to.
Again, he's a
I
liar,
mean,
but
listen, ice is the best murder weapon. I mean, once it melts.
I just
you're-
can't wait to stab someone in the jugular with my shank.
just like grandpa.
Just like Grandpa.
Never met him though, so probably a lie.
I make
Just
a few
remember that
blood
up close
shanks.
kills are like
Mommy
kind
would
of
be so proud.
Yeah, but just remember that up close kills are a lot more traumatizing for you than far away ones. So
I don't know. The pieces of people were pretty pretty traumatizing.
9 dead, 7 missing.
Yeah, what was that about? Where did that happen?
We'll have a lot of time in jail to talk about that.
There was
Yeah,
plenty of legs
I'm
that
not
we
sure
could have
I
grabbed
want
for
to.
you.
Cricket set a
blood.
bomb
Okay.
in a low-income area, and the bomb went off, and a lot of low-income families were affected.
Out of Boar's blood.
You can open
That's
them
not
if they're
terrifying
like,
at
it's a
all.
bit,
They're gonna melt.
but- Or you can't.
I better stab something quick.
It's fine.
You could stab my right leg.
Stop
Do you get phantom pains?
stabbing each other.
I stabbed where her leg used to be.
Does it do anything to my psyche?
It's almost.
No.
Wait, you guys were talking about killing people up close. Remember when Morvid had that guy's guts all over her face because she killed him and...
Whoa, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe let's not
Technically-
bring up everyone's greatest
Kind of like
traumas.
how she killed
Anyway.
her brother.
Yeah, but she doesn't want to talk about it.
Sorry,
Let's
what?
just move
Okay.
on.
Anyway, Cricket, to answer your question, yes, I do get phantom pains, usually in the middle of the night.
That checks out.
But
Well,
Should we carry on?
we should.
doesn't mean that you
Clear.
stabbing the air is
Bring
gonna
it rough.
cause them.
You can't bring those into the camp. Like that's just you can't just take those with you.
I'll handle him.
They're gonna melt in like 10 minutes anyway.
Just take your knife and stick it between your butt cheeks.
and then you're just gonna have blood on your hands.
Okay.
They'll find it, but they might let you keep it because like we're doing a mission.
Because of how much work I put into it.
Sure. I'd say that's your best shot. I'll do the same. I don't.
You guys begin to travel again. And it's like, even though you moved the trees, Yannick, there's a lot of debris.
Sure.
And the guys like bounce over it a little bit, and everyone goes, because you're just not sure if there was anything sharp left as you pass over the debris.
It would be our luck. Flat tire.
Driving for
I
another
mean, I burned the.
2 or 3 hours.
My goodness, this has to be next day.
It's a far drive.
It is, yeah.
It's about
It's a long
early afternoon at this point, and you see in the distance the large. There's like a clearing in the trees. The large prison camp that's spread out on the mountain ahead.
I'm at the window.
You
There's-
thought you were going to be going to university?
I'm not going to university.
I'd love to
You
go to
thought
university.
I thought that?
That's what you said.
Is that part of my backstory?
No, you said that Olin was going to send you to university.
Oh, no, he said that I could go to university. I'm never going to university. Are you kidding me?
Oh, okay.
The truck
I'm going to
begins
prison.
drives towards the prison camp. There's a road that intersects between, the truck kind of crosses through, and give me Yannick, give me a test of instinct.
There's elements and then there
8.
hills.
Not my best roll.
And I'm going to expunge it.
As someone who sees,
The ley lines.
well, also the more insight into people a little bit as well.
People.
As the truck passes over the crossroads, you glimpse Oliver like looking back and forth at the crossroads, and his face just goes a little bit pale as the truck just continues to drive.
Oliver, what's wrong?
Thinking about the story that Olin told us.
Wait, this is the Crossroads.
One.
It doesn't matter. It's fine.
I thought that was like a theoretical crossroads.
Yeah, it is. I think.
You don't actually believe that First of all, that the devil's real. Second of all, that he cares about a blues singer. But
Oh, that story.
yeah, this is all silly.
Just remember not to lose yourselves in there, guys.
What's the devil look like?
Probably our mom.
I don't think I gave it much thought before. It's probably...
I think he looks very appealing.
Yeah, he's probably...
I bet you he looks like Lydia.
I look at the card, but it's just my photo.
Good point. I have heard, and maybe Yannick can correct me, that he's like deceptive,
Yeah.
a liar.
He's the great
I
deceiver.
liked Lydia.
Great deceiver.
Oh, are you calling Lydia the devil?
No, I'm just thinking, connecting dots.
So you said you liked her, huh?
She was nice. She taught me how to read.
Oh. Reading's good.
Anyway. Let's go shank people.
Maybe let's try to get a lay of the land before we do anything.
You could do that.
Don't just immediately shank someone because then you might really offend the big boss. We wouldn't want to do that on our first day.
Well, that's why I find the big boss.
Stab him in the face.
We probably won't find him on the first day.
Oh, we'll find him.
He'll find us.
Yeah.
Okay.
Aura.
Sure.
So you don't have a problem shanking the big boss, but you have a problem shanking some random missionary guy.
Well, the big boss probably actually did a crime.
And the missionary guy didn't. They were warned to stop, and they didn't. That's called crime. Different crimes, but aren't all crimes the same?
If they were,
Okay.
then we'd probably all be in prison already.
You all would be, for sure, and I don't know how you're not. Maybe not you, yet.
So just like pinch it between my cheeks?
Yeah. Maybe blade out.
Okay.
Don't sit on it.
Okay.
Good night.
Just can't.
Oh. Stop.
We need a weapon.
Does it look like I'm walking
Once
weird?
we're inside, there'll be plenty of water.
I don't trust that.
This is how Jack walks. I can't keep this up. My butt's cramping. The knife's gonna have to stay.
So what's the plan, Reshik? What are our orders for the first day?
We get a good night's sleep. Just find out what you can. Find out who the head macho is.
Which guards we can bribe?
Hopefully they know we're coming.
I highly doubt they do.
You'd be surprised. I'm sure this is not the first special task force to kill a missionary.
The gates ahead open as the truck enters the yard of Melkir. Driving the perimeter around, you guys see the guard towers, and in the middle of this, essentially there's buildings that surround in a semicircle. There's a large front yard out front that currently is probably about 100 prisoners. Men, women. Most of them look tired, if anything. the truck pulls up to the front, and Cooper talks to a guard there, and you all are let out of the truck. He gives you sort of a nod, and the truck drives back out.
As he gives me a nod, I'm going to slip him the little wooden stag that I made. The wooden elk, I should say. For your family.
What is it?
Good grief. Punch me. Punch me. Where's that meat?
Gives it back. And you guys are led inside. There's a woman who waits in the front atrium.
Mila?
She's been about her mid-30s. Dark black hair, pulled into a tight bun. She seems very intense. From, like, you can just feel it coming off.
Prickly.
And the only people in this building are her and a few guards. You are Eta Squad, yes?
No,
Yes.
I'm Jack
Yes.
Decker.
He's in character.
Yeah, we're them.
You will perform duties as prisoners. Do I make myself clear?
Yeah, why can't you just bring him to us right here?
We don't know who he is.
Oh, you don't? It's not obvious? They're usually really obvious. Preachy. Oh.
There are several work camps.
Hmm.
We are spread out quite far now. If I was correct, Medvedev's from as a skull, yes.
Yes.
A large number of the labor crews have been helping in the mines after the war has started.
I can't go there. Not as Henry Williams.
You won't. That is understandable. But if you hear word of wherever the source of this message comes from, we may need to figure out how to get you there.
We'll take it one step at a time.
Sorry.
Intake. And you guys are led, men one side, women the other. You are brought in, pictures taken again, hosed down,
Who?
given gray jumpsuits.
It's your color.
You're led into separate cell blocks. Yannick the Cricket, you share a bunk.
Did they shave their heads? Did they shave their heads?
Nope. Oliver and Rock, another bunk. Petra and Morbid in the women's cell block, a bunk. As the situation that you are in is on your mind for the rest of the day, I think we're going to end it there for tonight. Thanks so much for joining us for episode 5 we will be back with the main story in 2 weeks' time. Join us on Thursday for Virtual Vanguard. Keep up with the socials for Let's Open Up the Scriptures, if that's happening this week or not. No promises, we will do our best. But, as always, ready?
One last thing.
Oh.
Just wanted to say to the people watching, shout out to our producer, Emily, for making these cool nameplates that you see.
Yeah.
A little fun little thing
Down there.
Now those are fresh out of Falstaff.
Fresh out of Falstaff. That's all.
It's wonderful. We
If something looks good, it's because Emily did it.
That's
true.
That's the vibes.
Ready?
Ready.
3, 2, 1.
Welcome to the table.
See you next time.
How can it be that as I roam, thy mercy follows me? Ne'er do I walk without thy grace, thy light abundant be. For great a sinner as am I, cannot thy will obey. But thou didst strike thy only Son, and made for me a way. In times of strife, when sorrows meet, and evil wins the day, I gaze upon thy heavenly seat, and darkness rolls away. Where can I go but to thy hand? It shields me in the fight. For all the days I walk this land, thou art my song at night. And when this heart shall beat its last, no more this air to breathe, thy call